Hello, Amadeus. Welcome. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jinx and I play games. I took a very long hiatus from YouTube. Many years ago. I was a kid back then. I think I was in secondary school. Otherwise known as high school for American folk. I'm British and I'm autistic and I'm now a grown adult. If you enjoy Sims, Sims is a special interest of mine. I play a couple of other games as well, like League, Civilization, SimCity, Saints Row, like all types of games basically. There isn't really a game I wouldn't at least try and play, especially on this channel. Yeah, you guys are probably like, wow, it's been a while. For those who are still subscribed, you're probably like, in my days, it's been a long time and you're just seeing this video in your subscription box. For those who, like I said, don't know who I am, my name's Jinx. I do talk in circles. I do usually forget what I'm talking about. And I do get honed in on Sims 3 and talking about Sims 3 drama, the community, just Sims stuff in general. So like, it's a special interest. So like, don't be alarmed. I'm sure some of you, if you go back to some of my older videos that are still up, you can, which are embarrassing and cringe, and I would recommend you don't look at them. But if you do, for whatever reason, decide you hate yourself, you can. And you can see I'm a lot more confident. It comes from the fact that, like I said before, I wasn't sure why I was so shy, and especially camera shy, but now we've got like figured it out, and you know, we're working on it. So this is my current household. This is gonna be like kind of like not a short, just a mid-sized like video, so like don't be too alarmed. We're just gonna go to look at the family, talk a bit about the Sims community while my family just plays in the background, and then yeah, I'll see you for a let's play. I've kind of been thinking about which ones I want to do, so please look out for one of those videos at some point. So yeah, this is the house. I built it myself. It is in the world Lucky Palms. This might be Lucky Palms. It's whatever world that thingy was using. Whatever world thingy was using for her Sims 3. It's Life Sims 3 Generations. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So anyway, yeah, I built this house. We'll get into the house later. Let's get into the Sims. So this lady that is on the stairs, let's get upstairs, please. There we go. This is, oh, let's not do that. No, there we go. That's Nadia. You can see her in the background of the photo as well. This is her. Hello. Also, you will find any photos that I take on the Tumblr, on my Sims Tumblr, which will be in the description. So yeah, this is her. She is, well, they went to uni, so like this is how we start. That's Melody. That's the other girl she went to uni with, so that's why she's got an extra trait. But we'll go through her original traits, which is vegetarian, perspective, party animal, neat, and kleptomaniac. She did gain the genius trait. Her lifetime wish was to be the perfect student, which is to earn a degree with perfect GPA. Done. And she's an Aquarius, likes beach party, creeps, and the color black. She's a young adult going into an adult. And yeah, she's a level 5 with a medical degree, and she did her degree in science and medicine. Whoa! This is Tyrese. He has a good sense of humor, computer whiz, absent-minded, irresistible, and grumpy. He's additional trait was family orientated. He is a Taurus with his favorites are R&B, shawarma, and the color purple. And again, he's turning into a young adult, an adult from a young adult. And he got in technology. He also has a perfect GPA as well. And his lifetime wish is becoming an international super spy, which hence why his job is Vice Squad Law Enforcement Level 6. So we're getting there. This is their first kid, Sakani. Sakani is an unlucky, heavy sleeper, and a flake. He's a Virgo, country, key lime pie, and aqua. He isn't. His favorites are country, key lime pie, and aqua. He is not a key lime pie. Let's get that correct. And the little birthday girl here is Ivy. As you can see, she's not looking like everyone else because she's a plant sim, so of course she's green. Hence her name being Ivy. She's a Capricorn. Her favorites are classical, peanut butter and jelly, and turquoise. And she's athletic with green thumb as well, which only makes sense. Yeah, and she's having a little bit of a whinge on the floor. Over fluffs and 6 fluffs. There you go. Anyway, let's get into the house while we're here. So yeah, this is the hallway that she's, you know, whinging in. As you can see, it's got pet stuff everywhere because we do have pets, which all my days I forgot about the pets. So you see, there he is. That's Rocky. He's a pit bull mastiff. He was an elder, but I changed him to a like an adult dog because I fell in love with him and I didn't want him to die so soon. These are all the drawers because Nadia and Therese went on a honeymoon to France and did some of the tombs, and so we have all this cool stuff now. If you go in here, you'll come to the kitchen. Pretty like basic kitchen, to be fair. Like pizza oven, food, you know, kitchen stuff, and wine from obviously France. You can take it. I don't know, not imaginary friends. Anyway, you come through. I just like imaginary friends. I don't know why I said that. I do like imaginary friends, but sometimes they can be quite irritating in Sims. Yeah. So this is, you know, kind of an open floor plan house. This is kind of like the hallway-ish, kind of like recreational bit. So we have chairs, the computer. Oh, there's our cat, Socks. They really like Tyrese. But they got distracted by cake. Also, she's an American short hair. Because I like pets with like actual breeds. Oh my god, them can be a pet. That's actually so cute. Yeah, I like pets with actual breeds, not just like mixed pets, because I want them to like, I feel like it's cute when they're something. I don't know. So yeah, this is kind of like another recreational bit. We've got the, yes, please be creepy. Their uni posters, stereo, and stuff for the baby. Through here is like a mini toilet. He's going toilet. I feel so bad. Sorry. But yeah, this is just kind of like a mini toilet area there. And if we go over here, we have like living room and dining room. So like dining room with a high chair there. These were going to be connected through like this wall, but it ended up not working out, so I kind of just left it like this. And yeah, this is the, is that what I think it is? Okay then, so this is the living room. We have like the French gargoyle, like type relics. They look like dogs, not gargoyles, but you know, like they look a bit like pugs. But yeah, just very like simple, basic kind of room. You do go up the stairs. You'll come to this bit, which is like a kind of a, oh, let's not do that. Nook area, like reading nook bit, which is cute in my opinion. I did build it, so I might be biased. Cat scratch thing. This is Connie's room. It's just very blue, very just meh of a room. It's like quite big for a room actually. Nadia is pregnant, so hopefully if she has another boy, we might just, you know, have them share a room. It might also expand the house depending on how I feel. And this is Sakani's iguana lizard thing called Izzy. Very unbothered about life. Oh. And through this door we have Ivy's room. So it's also very blue because this used to be Sakani's room, but it's going to be Ivy's room. I probably will change the colours when she's more of a child rather than a toddler, because toddlers are just not whatever, because they obviously have quite a bit to do. They're just kind of like, I kind of just like, I want to be able to like do something that doesn't require other Sims to help you. This is like the master bathroom. It was going to be connected to the actual master bedroom, but it didn't work out again, so And like I said, we only have like this one shower. We did have a shower downstairs, but I put the washing machine in instead, so I didn't want to put it in the master bedroom. For I might change my idea. Change what I'm thinking, but whatever. We'll decide that when we get there. So yeah, this is kind of just it. Got shower, bath, you know, toilet, another kitty little thing. The nice mirror that is very reflective. Oh, and if you not go through here, but if you come through this door when you come out of the bath, so see there's the thing. Come through here, you'll get to the master bedroom. You'll see their high school and university degrees up there. The gold one is Nadia's and the more silver one is actually Tyrese's. And this is, you know, them. Look, that's so cute. And yeah, it's very, just kind of a very basic small, it's got quite a small room actually, but I kind of like it. It's kind of cozy. Nice grand bed. And yeah, they have like a sauna with an indoor type shower thing in here, because makes sense. That's not the house. Sorry, I was gonna say that's the entire house. No, it is not. If you come through the nook doorway here, you will so the nook area by the stairs. So if you come back down the stairs and you come out here, you will come to, hello everyone, the kind of outside bit. So they have kind of like this, on the little foundation bit like this. So it's got like a fire pit, barbecue, that chair, which is where Stocks likes to sleep most times, because what cat would like to sleep in bed in the warmth, but and yeah, if you come down the stairs, we got our washing line, we got that tree. I forget what that tree is, but what it's called anyway. The garden's kind of small. I might expand it, but this kind of, I kind of wanted it small. I didn't want like a really massive one with loads of stuff in it. I just kind of wanted one that was small and simple. But like I said, I might expand it to add things for children to play on. Anyway, we have garden trees that were growing but are dormant right now because it's, as you can see, snowing and winter. Swimming pool, very basic. Telescope with a space rock because we had aliens and they abducted Nadia twice and did not abduct Diaries, and it was very, very annoying, and I'm trying to get them to come back. And here's the greenhouse. I love the greenhouse so much. I think it's the cutest thing ever. So it's got her science machine, which is how she made and got Ivy. If you don't know, to get a plant sim, you have to do it through the forbidden fruit. Which basically you get like special seeds or rare seeds, and you gene splice them using the science machine, and you'll then get a forbidden fruit seed. You plant it. Please note, if you do have a greenhouse, do not just press tend the garden. Please like click on it and water it yourself and weed it yourself and stuff like that. If you press tend the garden, when it's time to harvest, it will just harvest forbidden fruit rather than the actual plant sim. If you want plants in, you have to like harvest it like individually, basically. Yeah. There we go. So that's the house and the sims, and that's kind of what we're working with. Current households aren't like a super big thing. They're kind of just quick videos, and I kind of did this as my first video back, kind of to just get you guys used to me again. I'm not going to do a big hiatus again, hopefully. Videos will kind of be semi-regularly. I do like have a job, a full-time job outside of this, and I work 5 days a week, so I'm not always going to be around. Also, I do live with my partner, and this is in our room that we share, so because of that, if he's here when I have free time, I might not be able to record because I'm kind of just keeping this to myself right now. And we have a pregnant sim. Look at her, she's so cute. I'm gonna change her outfit though because I don't know what's going on with it. Stylus. Anyway, what was I saying? But yeah, like because he might be home and I have it, I'm trying to keep this kind of to myself for now. I think eventually we'll kind of let him know, and then he might give me, you know, time to record. But for now, I'm only recording when I'm home alone, basically, and have time. So to be fair, I do usually work nights, so like yeah, you probably will see quite a few videos from me. I feel like we should just give her like one of the basic maternity outfits for now. Like, I want to change her like everyday outfit because she's had this like for a while. I put it on her in uni and then I kind of didn't take it off her. I feel like it would just be so much better. She, you know, kind of wore something a little bit more big in it. I could figure out her actual outfit later. I don't think she should wear heels because, you know, gotta be careful when you're pregnant. That's kind of cute. That's just cute. That kind of like it's gonna be quite simple outfit. Sorry. You're probably wondering why I decided to come back after many years of, like, you know, not being around. But I did it because I was watching one of my favorite old school YouTubers. How many of you remember Sims 3 Symbiote, who did the Sims 3 Monte Vista and the Spiegel family? If you do, that's kind of who inspired me to come back to this game. Because I was watching her videos while I was playing this household, and I was just like, oh, you know, it'd just be so good to like play again, and you know, kind of be able to talk to someone about it. Like I you know, like obviously I do talk to my partner about this game and stuff, and kind of do my own thing. But it's kind of nice to share it with people who do play the game and stuff, and have that community closer. And I do, like I said, have a Tumblr, but it would just be nice to you know, make videos. And the Sims 3 community has been, I don't know if anyone has noticed, Sims 3 has had a spike and a drop from like over the course of many years, especially when Sims 4 came out, and especially when Wedding Stories failed. So if you don't remember or don't remember Wedding Stories was a stuff pack, I think, that the Sims why am I bugging out? EA, my goodness, created, and you know, it was supposed to be like an expansion on weddings, which, bear in mind, when this came out, it made me want to play Sims again. Like, it really did, because I love weddings. I love making fancy weddings and having super cute like outfits and stuff. And so I was like, oh, that would just, that's like such a pack, and I would love to play it and, you know, just create the weddings I want to create that I can't create in Sims 3. Like, I have quite a few, like, I've got the wedding stuff that you get off the Sims 3 store. Also, she has a wedding ring. I need to put that on her. That won't be bad. Oops, I took off both of them. There we go. I've got to put it on in her other outfits, so please excuse me. Yeah, let's edit the shoes. White, yeah, that's cute. We'll go back to it every day. Oh, she looks so cute. She said she was so cute.
So.
Yeah, so yeah, because of that, I really want to play it. But obviously, I'm very skeptical when it comes to Sims 4 because I find Sims 4 quite boring as a game. Which is, you know, I think a lot of people's consensus when it comes to Sims 4, that it is a very boring game. Just because it doesn't have a lot going on. A lot of times the game is very, like, it's simplified quite a lot. That came with like Sims 3 and stuff, but it simplified it to a point that it's now not fun to play. Like, it's just like, yeah, cool, but you've got rid of most of the things, but now we have nothing to play. A lot of the stuff as well when it comes to like wedding stories that I wasn't particularly fond of, but I wanted to see how it would work, is the whole micromanaging. I'm not like the biggest fan of micromanaging. I'm not hateful of micromanaging if I feel like it's needed. And so with Sims 4 Wedding Stories, I was willing to hear it out because micromanaging seemed like it would have to be an aspect for it to work. Like, you would need, like, if you want to be able to control these things, you're gonna have to micromanage it. So I wasn't like completely against it at all. So I was like, cool, we'll see how it goes. And I watched, who did I watch? She's also an autistic simmer. And she's actually why I've kind of started this video by letting you lot know I'm autistic, because she's helped me be very proud of it, and she made a video explaining her like autism and hers personally. So I also might make a video like that when I'm more comfortable, but I will definitely yeah, do that later on in the future. But her videos are great. Plumbella's videos, there we go. I watched her Sims 4 Wedding Stories review, and oh my god, that was the first video I saw before I jumped on Twitter. So it's can't even speak anymore. It was terrible. It was the worst, and I do mean literally worst thing I've ever seen. Like, it wasn't even like, oh, because obviously Sims 4 and Sims 3 have their bugs, they have their issues, and no one was expecting it to work perfectly. So I'm not like completely like, it was whatever. If a couple of bugs happened, made sense. Like I said, my bakery set sometimes, you know, glitches out and doesn't work. It happens. It happens all the time. It's not a big deal. But when it was to the point where the game was unplayable, that's when you have an issue, because why are you posting games that are literally unplayable at this point? So I jumped on Twitter immediately and saw the outburst, and I do mean outburst from people. And that kind of did spike Sims 3 popularity, because people were like, why am I paying? Like, the thing is, Sims 4 is way more expensive than Sims 3 altogether. I think Sims 4 packs coming up to like thousands of pounds to play all of them, while buying all of Sims 3 is slightly under, like, not slightly, it is under 1,000. I think when I looked it up, it's somewhere between 600. Obviously going slightly more up if you buy all this, like some of the Sims 3 content, Sims 3 store content. But Sims 4, if you just buy all the packs, it was coming up to thousands of pounds. So it is like one of those things where you're just kind of like, oh, okay, I'm putting so much money into it, and you're literally making a game worse than its predecessors. Like, how is Sims 2 a game made on, like, a game that can barely run on on consoles that are newer, work better, and then a game that is supposed to be able to work and is more compacted than Sims 2 and Sims 3, because obviously the reason why Sims 3 can be buggy and slow is because it's open world and has a lot of content and a lot of stuff going on. And because it's open world, a lot of stuff is loading all at the same time. As you can see, I have Evertrap. People are aging up as you go, and people are, you know, doing things and living their life, which is great because it makes the world feel more lively, but that can lead to bugs and glitches and crashes and stuff like that. Obviously, if you have Rust, you'll probably not experience crashes, and you'll probably have quite a smooth-ish game. So yeah, like, I think it just comes with by the way, does she, nope, she still just needs social energy. I just realized, like, I was like, do you Sims plant Sims is so easy, just so easy. Look at her, she's so cute. Oh my days. I love her so much. But I think that is very fair, because and he does have a girl, but obviously maybe she just wants a girl with because obviously the plant sim is just related to Ivy, and it's Tyrese' stepdaughter, because obviously she grew up. Oh, who the hell is Eli? You know when your Sims just make friends with people and you're just like, oh no, and then you're just like, wait, who are you? When are you getting old? Who are you? Eli? You are Eli. So you gotta look after the old people. Aw, bedtime story with Dad. That's kind of cute. What broke? What is broken in this house? I hate this house sometimes. What is broken? Or does it just... What's broken? Things break all the time, I think. I can't tell if he just glitched up the stairs or if he was actually just walked up. I'm gonna have to play that back because I don't know what just happened. Rocky is so cute. Oh yeah, we haven't gone through the pets. So this is Rocky. He, like I said, I did age him down to an adult dog rather than elder because I was in love with him, and he reminds me of my in real life dog who unfortunately is no longer with us. So I was like, no, I must preserve this one for just a little bit longer, just a little bit. And he's non-destructive, playful, and hydrophobic. And we have Socks, which is the first ever pet we got, and obviously, like I said, loves to sleep on this, even in the cold, and is a hunter and friendly. Whose phone is ringing? Yes, I mean, he's a party animal, but look, they got. My heart hurts. My heart hurts. His family is. Did he just read it? Yeah, read your child to bed with a photography book. Like, here, kid, you will get that career started early. They really want to watch the stars together. It's like, now the kids are in bed, but you're so weak. You actually need to go to sleep. So please let your pregnant woman sleep. Just like a tiny, tiny bit. Or you can keep yourself entertained. Pick the fruit. But what was I saying? See, this is what I mean. I will completely always get distracted. But yeah, Sims 4 wedding stories. Yeah, that's what we're going with. So yeah, like I said, because of what was going on and people were having conversations about how Sims 4 and EA has completely does not care about its players anymore, how it has been having quite a few issues. Like, this is not the first issue, and it most certainly won't be the last, and it does make it hard to support the game when you literally can't play the game. Like, that will always make things a lot harder for people. But obviously people, and so then people have a conversation about Sims 3, and like I said, Sims 3 was running better at the time. It like I said, it has its issues, but it are mostly fixed with some mods. Obviously the only issue is if you don't have a super great computer, you will find it hard to play, as you can look back at some of my older videos. Obviously now I have a great computer who can run it on high quality and can run it very well. So all of these things did lead to people switching back to Sims 3, and the Sims 3 Twitter community kind of being like, yeah, this is what we're trying to tell you, like, this is the best game. And obviously then videos on YouTube started being more centered around Sims 3, and you will find some more recent videos being about Sims 3, which is great. And like I said, I'm not angry at people who like Sims 4, and like I said, I have Sims 4. Obviously I stopped playing for packs, I think after, just before pets came out. I completely stopped playing it. Someone did actually hack my Origin account that was attached to Sims 4 and bought the seasons, and then obviously I changed the password and locked them out because I'm put on two-step like authentication or something because it's attached to my Gmail. So whoever did that, thank you. But yeah, like except for that one pack that I didn't pay for, but every other pack like I paid for, and I stopped buying them because it was ridiculous at that point. Like, I was paying for packs that just weren't doing much. Like, they didn't add enough for me. Like, Get Together doesn't really do anything for me except for add a new world. Like, and even then it's just whatever. And a lot of the appeals and a lot of the what's the word, benefits that Sims 4 had that EA used as like, oh, this is why you should play Sims 4 over Sims 3 kind of thing, have been some of its more major drawbacks, or have had issues that cause it to be a drawback. For example, the fact that it's not open world, but you can travel between worlds, except for if you don't have not like a really good computer, but at least a decent computer. The loading screens are quite long, and there's a lot of them for a lot of minor things that shouldn't, like, shouldn't be a thing. And a couple of other things, the fact that, yeah, you can travel between worlds. For example, high school years, you can travel between worlds, but you can't put the high score in other worlds, meaning you have to travel to the other world to get it, which kind of is a bit weird. And does kind of take some elements out of the games, like just ever so slightly. The fact that, you know, Get to Work had open, you know, like back to like, you know, open jobs that you could go to, but again, it was just same old stuff, so it was kind of just boring after a little bit. Like if you played like the first like week, you pretty much did everything you needed, and then after that you could just send them to work. Like there were a lot of bits to it, and like I said, all the glitches and bugs that seem to come out with like you. And I think one of the biggest drawbacks they have is making the Sims 4 store in those little mini pack microtransactions. Now, I've never liked microtransactions, and I don't think Sims 3 store did it any better. I'm sure a lot of people will say that, but I will also say that a lot of these mini microtransaction packs are very, very micro. Yeah, they're £5, all of them, but what you're getting is literally nothing. And you can find CC that does get more for your and it's free. While I feel not even like, because obviously I have a bunch of Sims 3 content stuff. Like I have, this is obviously free, it's the Toyota Prius like type thing, but I have like the other stuff is obviously, I have the worlds and stuff. But I don't know, I feel like the microtransactions in Sims 4 kind of show where EA's priorities lie, and it isn't with the consumer, it is with the money, which is very sad, because I think Sims history, if you are a big fan of Sims, you probably know how Sims came about to be, and how it became what it is now. And I think what it started off with was great, and it was just a game about being a life simulator and creating your characters and creating your stories, and it was great. And then I think with Sims 3 Showtime and Sims 3 Diesel and Sims 3 Katy Perry Sweet Treats, they did try and push it a little bit and try and see where if we would buy these things. And Sims 3 Sweet Treats was absolutely ridiculous. Do I own Sims 3 Sweet Treats? Of course I do. But it was major, like it was ridiculous, like ridiculous as a pack. Like it, and I think some people did kind of par it off as, well, if you get Showtime but you didn't get the Katy Perry version, you could get some of the Katy Perry stuff that you could use for Showtime. And that's true, that does work, but at the end of the day, it was just it was kind of just like the Sims 4, you know, Star Wars pack and the other designer brand type one. Are you going to work now? Yeah, you are. Okay. God. I'd go skew. Going for the rest of it. Oh, you're hungry. Sorry. It's just baby and mum today. Yay! But yeah, like, and people always say, well, Sims 3 never did anything like this. All these microtransactions. Reality is they did do that. They did, and there were a lot of them. Quality, that's so strange. Some birthday cake, because we have like 2 birthday cakes now. So, but like obviously they did do that. They did do it with Sims 3, and I think with Sims 3 it was a lot less obvious, and they kind of didn't. They did play it a little bit more down than they did with Sims 4, and it did become quite apparent. You know, that, you know. But you know, they care about the money, and like I said, Sims 3 they did try and play it off, and I think Sims 3 Diesel is one of the good stuff packs because it is got quite a few nice items in there. Sims 3 Diesel stuff pack, yeah, is, like I said, it's quite cute, quite good. Sorry, you're just gonna, I feel bad. Should I need to save him. He'll eat at school, right? Like he will. They won't kill my kid. So yeah, like I said, with these I think there was a lot more, but with like the other designer one that I can't even remember the name of, Sims 4, and the Star Wars one, it was like kind of separate, and it was kind of hard to put that in your game. And some of the stuff you got wasn't a lot, so it was, I kind of see where people's anger came from when it came to Sims 4 over Sims 3, but I can also say that they've always kind of cared about the microtransactions, so don't be too surprised. So we have holiday lights to put out. Right. Or is that like too white? Because like now we just have a bunch of holiday lights hanging. Sorry, I'm me. I'm crazy. So funny colored. No, but they're kind of hidden. Hanging. Let's do. Yeah. I've killed my child, please. But yeah, kind of my ramble about Sims 3 versus Sims 4. But like I said, EA has always had that money, and like I said, the microtransactions were part of the Sims 3 store, and they were very expensive. By the way, you can find a lot of that stuff online for, like, you know, in tumblers for free, if in case you want them. Don't buy them from the store now, please. And like I said, Sims 4, but I think Sims 4 has made it a lot more obvious where they lie. And like I said, they've had a lot of stuff packs surrounded by like I said, Star Wars and that other designer brand thing, collab. And then they also have the microtransaction £5 packs, but also the fact that Pets was made it the most obvious, which is Sims 4 Pets and Sims 4 Pets stuff pack, where they in fact divided 2 furniture items that literally matched. Why? Don't know. Because that made no sense. You were just basically getting half of the leftover pack part that they just didn't want to add to the main game. Which is why I think people were more okay with the Sims 3 ones than they were with the Sims 4 ones, because you knew when you were getting the packs. Yeah, the Cape Berry Sweet Treats was like a, you know, not microtransaction, but was one of those sponsor. Oops, sorry. That wasn't what I was trying to look at. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, I keep saying like I said, but yeah, they obviously made it, I guess, not more subtle, but obviously had a bit. How do I put this? I'm trying to find the right words at the moment. I'm struggling so hard right now. I haven't recorded in years, and now I'm struggling because I'm trying to really make this entertaining. Oh my god, that's so much better. Sorry, just I will take sips of drinks during recordings because 1, I'm talking a lot, but 2, also because I struggle with words and I need to kind of reset myself over time. But I think it was much less obvious with them because the Cape Berry Sweet Treats, yes, did go with the Showtime collectors. But that was if you had the Showtime collector's edition for Cape Berry. It did add an additional, like, hey, you didn't get the collectors, but here are some items you could possibly have. And they weren't the same items, or half of the items you would get in the Showtime collector's edition. They were separate items. You know, they were items you could buy and what's the word? Like, you could buy, and they were separate from the Showtime game. You could get them for, sometimes I did when I was a little bit younger and played this game, I used to use the bed and stuff to make like one of my daughter's dream rooms, like a dream candy room kind of thing. For example, you didn't need the collector's edition, and even if you had the collector's edition, it was additional Katy Perry stuff. Wow, and the same with the Diesel. Like, okay, yeah, the Diesel was a sponsor with Diesel, but same way Sims 2 had the IKEA one. But like I said, it added additional content that also did look good in the game. It didn't look like Diesel stuff. It didn't have that It had the Diesel-esque thing, like, you know what? Let me get my point across better. Let's have a look, shall we? I'm going to, yeah, I'm now obsessed with this point. Here it is, Diesel. There is no logo in it. It's kind of just like a really nice, simple bed. It is expensive, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And here is all my everything. Like, it kind of just thing. And if you had high-end loft stuff, you kind of also got the same aspect, but like I said, it was its own thing as well. It was separate from the rest, and I think that's what people liked about it. And it did also kind of make it, you kind of didn't notice, well, you did, but you didn't also notice that it was just Diesel stuff. Like, there's no Diesel logo on it anywhere. There's no Diesel anything. It's just kind of cool stuff. Same with the IKEA one that came with Sims 2. But with the, I think it's the other one, the content was, a lot of people said the content was lazy, and the only reason some people bought it was the that's the only reason why people, you know, was for the photography aspect, which kind of was a little bit lazy. Just a little bit. There we go. Mushini? See this thing, I can't even pronounce this thing. Softback, there we go. I guess like it's a lot of people did say it wasn't that worth it, which is different from what people said about Diesel, which was if the Diesel stuff fits your home, buy it. Like it became, it was hard to defend, and then it made it more obvious when they brought out the Star Wars that this was just, and Star Wars does not fit in Sims 4. Let's be real, a lot of us play for the realistic aspect, the family aspect, the generation type aspect, and if you do like the supernaturals, yeah, cool, but Star Wars still doesn't fit in there. Like it never fitted, and it was hard to like defend. And then, like I said, packs were coming out glitchy, and it wasn't just like, oh, yeah, have a couple of glitches, like they were broken. Oh my god, Eli just died. Oh no. Passed on. Oh no, that's kind of sad. Oh, that's oh. Oh. I forgot they do that. That's kind of cute. I forgot they do this little flower trail. I feel like I've just gone on an hour-long rant about how much Sims 4 and Sims 3. Undercover specialist. Okay, congratulations, Tyrus increased its performance and has earned a promotion to an undercover specialist, as well as a bonus for 4,212 simoleons. A few criminal cells have been proven to be a tough nut to crack, and the brass needs you to go undercover. Black bag operations aren't always pretty, but you will need to be ready for the gritty and trying life of a folk. Bruno, can you believe I did a degree in like in creative writing and journalism, and I don't know how to read half the time, so great. Criminal, work hard and bring the case to justice. Tyrese now makes 113 per hour and works 9 AM to 2 PM. Standard, cute. Learn to walk. Okay, cool. Come. Go here. Are you coming home now? You are. Like, come home. Like, actually come home. Wow. Yeah, I've just gone on an hour-long rant about Sims 3 and Sims 4, and I feel like it made no sense, and I'm very, very sorry. But, like I said, I think The Sims 4 did make it more obvious that they cared more about the money than the other packs and the other games, and it does make it hard to defend. And I'm glad people are, you know, going back to Sims 3 and enjoying it and stuff. And for those who do enjoy Sims 4, generally like have a really nice time. Like generally do enjoy it, and um, I think the Sims community is a very nice, very can be quite a terrible community like most, but it's mostly nice and supportive. And at the end of the day, the reason some of us will suggest that you play Sims 3 over Sims 4 isn't because we want to be elitist. Well, some of us do, but for those who don't, we just want you guys to have a good time. We just want you guys to enjoy a game and, you know, not feel like you have to like struggle to play like and stuff. Like I said, if you're not struggling with Sims 4, great. And if you are, you know, there are plenty of other Sims games to enjoy. And we all just want us to all have a good time. And EA is a company, so yes, they do care about money more than they do care about money above it all else. But I think a part of us are upset because Sims 3 and quite a few of the other games were just, yes, about money, but also was about consumerism and the customers and making sure everyone was happy with the game. And Sims 4 hasn't kind of relayed that. It's kind of just been like, okay, here's a pack, buy it. Oh, it's broken? Well, we'll fix that at some point. And then here's a new pack. And it's just kind of like, and this pack doesn't work with this pack properly, so wait for the patch on that. And, you know, it's just kind of like, well, what the hell's the point then? I really do hope that when EA does make Sims 5, they do make it correctly and take their time with it. And I also hope they do fix Sims 4 before then, because I would really like to enjoy Sims 4, and I would also really like to enjoy the same way I enjoy Sims 3 and be able to go back and play it for nostalgic reasons rather than having to skip it all together to go to Sims 5 and just be like, yeah, that game's I'm retired and just old. Because they kind of did that with Sims 3. They kind of just wanted us all to drop it and be like, yeah, well, just drop that there. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's the most unimportant game in the world. And it would just be nice to be like, no, we can play all the Sims 3 games, you know, for nostalgic reasons or whatever, and then all be good and all be, you know, taken care of properly. So that's kind of my rant, and I've kind of just been going on for 47 minutes. So this video is going to be kind of ludicrous. The Let's Play will be a lot more put together. But I do hope you did enjoy this video, even if you found it very ranty and weird and just, yeah. We'll definitely have much more structure later on. Yeah. Oh my god, look how steep the snow is. Like, that's crazy. And this is one thing I love about this game. I love how deep the snow can get, because it really does cover everything, and it's kind of nice. Stuff is kind of buried. Oh, I love it. Anyway. Thank you for watching. Like I said, Let's Play coming soon. Yeah. Definitely let me know what you think about what I said about Sims 3 and Sims 4. If it made any sense to you. If it didn't, I'm very, very sorry. But like I said, let me know your thoughts, and yeah, we'll definitely sure, but definitely do something a little bit more structured soon. And I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.